That's the gold one, the phone.
Mm-hmm. That's the 12, not the 13.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on the live right now.
Yeah, I know.
So you don't say like, what's that?
Until they start engaging.
Okay.
Good morning to everybody. How's everybody doing? God bless you guys. Day 2 of the caravan. I will wait for some people to join in. We are in the, I think it's kilometer 12 between Álvaro Obregón and Huixla. And the caravan is already 5 to 10 minutes ahead of us. They started around 20 minutes ago, 20 to 25 minutes ago walking. The quantity of people is between almost 5,000 people, but you can say 5,000 people. And more supposedly are going to join in as it's moving forward to the part of Huixla. If you guys remember, Huixla is where there's more humidity. The weather is much strong in terms of hot weather. And the problem is going to be between Huixla and Madre Vieja. That is where the weather kicks in. And there's it's a long high hill, which it's really exhausting for migrants to walk. From there, their purpose possibly is to walk the whole day to Mapastepec. Then Mapastepec, it is the municipal city where the main distribution towards migrants. From there, they move through the other border, that is Arriaga. Arriaga is really far away from here, but it's one of the last borders that connect to the other state, that is Oaxaca. If this caravan continues to move at this pace, and if the National Guard and ultimately the border agency does not stop this caravan, as it's looking, and rumors are that they're not going to stop it. Those are rumors. It's not a reality. Don't start saying Oscar Blue said. It is an affirmation. This can potentially be one of the first caravans that it can land all the way to Ciudad de Mexico. And ultimately, it reminds us of the caravan that landed in Tijuana, the 6,000 people caravan that landed in Tijuana, and that they achieved to go all the way to the border. Reminds the strategy that this caravan is using. It is almost the same as the 2017 and 2018 caravan. It's almost the same. And it is, they're open to dialogue, but they're not open to dialogue. They're open to dialogue in a way that you're going to let us pass. And if you don't let us pass, that's not a dialogue. We're going to go past. So, and our way over here, we saw like 3 units of the Institute National of Immigration, a couple of National Guard officials. That's the only thing that we saw. But until now, the operation continues. It's a really bad signal over here. Again, I will repeat it because a lot of people did not catch that. but we have bad signal because it's kind of like in the middle of the jungle. So this is non-population area. It's all trees and forest trees and all this kind of stuff. So if I get a bad signal, it's because of that, people. You guys knew this from the past trip, that there's places where I cannot, broadcast because of the signal. So good morning to everybody. Again, let me flip the camera to say hello to you guys. Hi. I'm driving now. I'm driving over here, and I am next to, right here, Miss Allie.
Good morning.
Good morning, Allie. Say good morning to everybody.
Good morning. Buenos dias. Soy cansada.
Estás cansada. She's really tired. That's what she said. So, I'm driving today, and so our purpose is to go over there, meet up with our other journalist friends. Also, people from Fox News are coming today. And mainstream media finally is catching up to this. Finally, and people like Ali. Oh, that's... they make them walk so much.
And they're like...
Are we back or are we not? Just asking a question because we're getting... So this is the tail of the caravan. This is the tail of the caravan, last people. But Ali was telling me something. If it gets caught, people, you will understand that it is because the signal area. So So for everybody to understand, we want to clarify something that Ali wanted to clarify it, and I kind of talked about it last night. But left-wing media has been a problem in the United States of America. Has been a huge problem, creating lies and not talking about actually the facts. Right-wing media is converting into that, and it is so sad that right-wing media, it is not only converting into that, but they're exaggerating and they're exploding the news. Yesterday, Ali, there was all over the place news of 60,000 in the caravan. That this was a 60,000 caravan. It is a blatant lie.
So and it was like a manufactured post, right, that said this caravan, and showed the aerial view and overhead view of this caravan walking, which we are in, which we can confirm to you is not 60,000. We don't anticipate it to get to 60,000. And they're sharing this post everywhere saying this caravan is coming to the U.S. border with 60,000 people. And that's just not true. That's a blatant lie. So it's really frustrating to see that. And it's, being shared in posts very high up in in the States. You know, people with millions of followers are sharing this, and it's a lie, and it is disappointing to see both sides blatantly lying about this situation for their own gain, right?
Yeah, there's commentating that maybe independent media is the way to now inform people.
You know, I've actually heard that a lot of times from a lot of people. Instead of folks going to networks and news entities, they're going to single human being entities, you know, going to Oscar Blue and going to people like me that are out here boots on the ground can show you, because people are having a hard time trusting any media. And at that point, what do we have? If you can't trust the people you've trusted your whole life sitting there talking about the news outside of a car crash or a house fire, what can you believe? And when you go to Google, what can you believe?
Yeah.
You know, you can't even find information that disproves that. You know, everything you look at, there's all these inflated numbers and all this crazy stuff, but we're here and we know the truth.
Yeah.
And it's so maybe it is the next, you know, way to go is relying on people and not networks. That's kind of, it seems to be the way.
But it's just it's completely exaggerating a lot. You know, it's just the number and it's
stoking fear and frustration, and people are already frustrated about the immigration crisis and the border crisis because it's been going on for quite a while. So now they're just, like you said, the right is joining in you know, the exaggeration and things like that, because they want to stoke that, right? And we know that the U.S.
this is
so,
ratings, Allie. You have worked so much in mainstream media. It's ratings, you know.
Right, and we are coming up to a rating. We're, you know, coming up into sweeps right now, into a ratings period. So I mean, it makes sense, but you know, when things are quiet and they don't serve either side, it appears at this day and age they got to find a reason to make people pay attention to their side, and the way they're doing it is by further dividing our country and by stoking fear and creating hatred and creating frustration without any answers, right? These people that are in the States watching this thinking, oh my gosh, the other post you shared last night from Anthony, you know, 380,000 strong. Like, if people are seeing that, of course you're going to be a little bit scared or frustrated, because you know there's a legal process. You know you know of people that are waiting to get into the U.S. because they're going through it legally. So you see things like that, and you see numbers like 380,000 people. Of course that's going to create division and frustration and all of those things, because there's no solution. And you're also not giving anybody any answers that are actually legitimate or any facts that are legitimate. So you've got a lot of people in the U.S. right now with a lot of misinformation, and it's really unfortunate.
Well, we wanted to clear that out. You see the caravan right here on the right side. They're going to take a break, apparently, right here.
Yep. Perfect timing, huh?
And we're going to park. I'm going to continue the live feed, and then I'm going to come back and walk a little bit to show you, you know, the reality of this. I can hear the voice of Irineo Mujica right there, that he's relocating again the people.
I mean, this just happens so fast too, Oscar. When we get to wherever they're going to kind of camp out, it's like instant. They find a spot, they got blankets, they're going. You know, they want to rest fast.
Let me see if I can park. There's the guy from. This is the guy. I know. I thought there was a guy from the UK. Let me see if I can park right here on this side.
Yeah, good idea.
We can stop right here. Here, I think is a good spot.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. I'm gonna get my stuff grabbed here.
So we're gonna get ready, people, so bear with me. I will leave you guys right here just looking at the beautiful view. I think I'm going to try to go live for the first time in Instagram.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't like that app. But a lot of people have been telling me, why you don't go live on Instagram? And I think I'm going to try.
Instagram is good. It's just that Instagram isn't my news audience. You know, Instagram's my like personal I have dogs audience.
Ben. Hey. Took an interview right there for you, Ali. Esta es la foto, ¿no? ¿Cómo está? Bien, bien, es todo.
Trabajando duro.
Sí, no hay de otra, ya se la sabe. So this is, how's everybody doing? Let me flip the camera. How's everybody doing? Oscar Blue right here live. Second day of the caravan. We're live right here, as you can see on the back. The 5,000 caravan still walking, still in the same group, still regrouping, still moving. There's an operation, supposedly, of border agents, and ultimately, not only of border agents, but the National Guard, a little bit in front of Huehuetan. Supposedly, they have an operation over there. And let us go and broadcast right here, chase the camera. The State Commission of Human Rights. People walking. Our friend from Nicaragua right here. Also, this is how big it is. It is continuing, people. Buenos días, Irineo. ¿Cómo dormiste?
Bien, bien, bien.
Sí.
Yo bien, gracias a Dios.
Sí, ¿ocupas algo? Seguro.
How are you? I'm doing well. How did you sleep? Did you get a little rest? How do you feel about today? I heard that they are going to do a little bit more blocking.
So let us right here walk a little bit so you guys can see Ground zero. This is ground zero for everybody, man. This is showing you how the reality of this 5,000 caravan. Oh no, they just offered me sandwiches. You see children right here. The middle, they're giving them water. They're giving them water, they're giving them food. There's more families. This is 5,000 people. It's not 60,000. For people that are saying 60,000, it's not, it's 5,000. Buenos días. As you see them moving, little by little groups, they're resting. They're gonna take like a half an hour of rest right here. All the way to the back, and some of them, they rest in areas in the jungle. And it goes all the way to the back. This is how it is, people. Good morning to everybody. Oscar Blue right here live at the epicenter of the caravan. See people resting on the woods, on the jungle right here, all the way to the top. The humidity is kicking in, people. Humidity is keeping in. See, a lot of them, they're walking still, trying to catch up to the front. You see children right here walking. It's sad, the children, that they get tired. All the way to the back, I'm walking with you guys. Flip the camera so you guys can see. What's everybody doing? Oscar Blue bringing you raw, uncut footage of the caravan walking, ultimately catching up to them. And the sad thing about this is that there's an operation of border agents and National Guard. So there's going to be confrontation, sadly, and hopefully it will be not. But that is what the information that they're bringing in. That there is a big operation in the front of border agents and ultimately also of the National Guard. Goes all the way to the back right there, as you see. All the way to the back. It's 5,000. 5,000. Right now, that's what they say, 5,000. So let us just flip the camera. I will do some B-roll video right here. So you guys hold on for just 1 second.
Yeah, buy that, you cook.
Here we go. So now we can start and talk a little bit on how this this situation, 5,000 people. Now we'll put my tripod over here on this side. There you go. How's everybody doing? Oscar Blue right here. On the back of me, it is the 5,000 caravan that left yesterday. What has happened as a recap since yesterday? There was a first confrontation at a point of inspection that is called Viva Mexico. That point of inspection that is called Viva Mexico, the National Guard was waiting for them and the Border Patrol was waiting for this caravan. The aftermath was that the caravan surpassed the National Guard and they surpassed the border agents. They did not stop them. There was a head chief of immigration that wanted a dialogue with the migrants. But apparently, the dialogue was never done. So, now that you're watching right here behind me, they stayed in the part of Álvaro Obregón. Hold on. Álvaro Obregón, it is a municipal part in the state of Chiapas. It's not that big, it's a little town. They stayed there. They slept on a park. They woke up early and they started walking again. And right here, you see them right now walking again. They're gonna walk to the part of Huehuetan that is like 20 minutes away from here. And there's a speculation that there is a strong operation of border agents and National Guard. This is the problem. The problem is that you are creating an idea from the United States of America that they're invited. And you create this. It's an enormous effect. It's a lot of children right here in the back, as you guys saw a video right now. There's a lot of children. There's a lot of families. It's a lot of women. Mostly, majority, 60% of the caravan is military men. And all of them, they're moving at a fast pace. So this is continuing right here. For everybody that is watching, we just bumped into the leader of the caravan, Irineo Mujica. He greeted us. He said, "Good morning. How you doing? How do you sleep?" I said, "I slept okay." "Do you need anything?" I'm like, "No, I'm okay. Thank you." He said, "Do you need anything?" No, I'm okay." All right. And he's walking right here with them. The most the most sad thing about this is the children. That I showed some video yesterday of children walking. That's the most catastrophic for me thing. That is the most relentless. And most, in a way I can say, the most depressing thing that I ever seen. The children walk for miles and miles and miles with his feet burning. It's sad. But I will tell you something. There has to be a solution for all this. That's the only thing that I can say. I'll say it in Spanish real quick. Lo voy a decir en español. Señores, muy buenos días. Estamos aquí enfrente. Atrás de mí está la caravana. Más de 5,000 es el número que se está diciendo en estos momentos. Hay especulaciones muy grandes en los medios de comunicación de los Estados Unidos que hablan de 60,000 y es una vil mentira. Estos son 5,000 personas liderados por Irineo Música y por el señor Luis Villagrán. Esta caravana al parecer ya se está movilizando. Entre ellos hay muchísimos niños, muchísimas mujeres. El 60% de la caravana son hombres de edad militar entre 25 y 30 años y pues prácticamente su propósito es llegar hasta Huixtla o descansar en Mapastepec. Nos informan que en Huehuetán están ya haciendo un operativo de la Guardia Nacional y también del Instituto Nacional de Migración para detener la caravana. Lo más triste de todo esto, señores, son los niños, la verdad, eso es lo más triste, que pues prácticamente continúa esta travesía para ellos, caminar sobre circunstancias que son plenamente... caminar sobre circunstancias en un clima húmedo, en un clima verdaderamente caliente y en algo que definitivamente es algo, es catastrófico ver a un niño caminar sobre estas condiciones. La verdad te llena de tristeza, pero esperemos que esto llegue a una solución inmediata. Ya van, ¿cuánto ya tenemos de caravana, señores? 4 o 5 años y el gobierno no ha dado solución, el gobierno de los Estados Unidos, el gobierno de México no ha dado solución y seguimos en la misma ideología de que caminar por millas y millas y millas, kilómetros y kilómetros de ciudades y ciudades es la solución. Esto no es la solución. Encapsular a gente en una ciudad no es la solución. Entonces, veremos en qué termina el día de hoy. Seguiremos transmitiendo para todos ustedes. Y gracias a todos. Compartan este video. El video es bilingüe, aunque el título es en inglés, el video es bilingüe, así es que compártanlo. Doy la explicación en inglés y luego lo paso en español. Back to English. God bless everybody that is watching. Share this video out. Like the video, please. Like the video. Let us see if we can get some interviews with the migrants so we can get their perspective on what it is their opinion on this that is happening. You see there's a mobilization, but there's a lot of people resting still. A lot of them, they're moving forward a little bit to the front, but there's a lot of people resting right here in this particular area. So ¿cómo te sientes?
Bien, gracias a Dios.
Sí, ¿de dónde vienes?
Venezuela.
Venezuela, un minutito, vienes con tu hijo, veo.
Sí.
No hay comida allá en Venezuela.
Ahorita está la escasez allá, como todo el mundo sabe, para nadie es un secreto que el gobierno tiene todo eso acaparado allá. no hay comida, no hay nada, pues. La delincuencia está desatada.
¿Qué, pasaste por el Darién?
Sí,
¿Qué es tu experiencia en el Darién, en el Panamá del Darién?
nos robaron todo. Todo.
La FARC controla la canalización del Darién. ¿Quién controla el Darién?
Otras personas son los mismos ¿cómo se llama? Los mismos paramédicos.
Es una realidad que muere mucha gente en el Darién, niños ahogados, es una realidad eso. El tráfico de mujeres, el abuso a las mujeres también.
Sí, todo.
Y pasan sobre ese canal y llegan. ¿Cuántos países lograste para llegar aquí?
Pasé vengo de Venezuela, ya llevo como 7, tenemos 3 meses en este problema.
¿Y cómo le has hecho? ¿Cómo has sobrevivido en ese transcurso?
He sobrevivido ahí poquito a poco trabajando en lo que sea y ayudando a mis papás.
¿Vienes con tu esposa y tus hijos o vienes solo?
Tengo con mis hermanos, son 3 hermanos. Tengo 2 sobrinos, tengo mi hijo, tengo mi esposa, tengo mi cuñada, viene un amigo también, que lo conseguimos en el Darién y así vamos.
Es una realidad que el comunismo está acabando con Venezuela, o sea, está la electricidad, la comida, la educación. Nicolás Maduro básicamente acabó.
Allá no hay nada, allá no hay nada. Venezuela ahorita es un país, pero está peor que Cuba. Un sueldo mínimo son $2. Con $2 no compran un paquete de harina pan. ¿Cómo hacemos? Tenemos que buscar, la única solución es esta. Y entonces los problemas que hay en Venezuela eso no mejora. Y la única opción que teníamos era cruzar el Darién. Y hay como yo, hay muchos esperando cómo cruzar el Darién. Porque están las lanchas trancadas, hay muchos muertos, ahí están saliendo lanchas con Argentina. Hay muchas cosas que pueden pasar.
¿Por qué te sumaste a esta caminata? ¿Cuándo llegaste a México?
Ya tengo aquí en México, tengo en Tapachula, tengo como
¿Vienen
un
juntos?
mes.
¿Se encuentra los 2.000 del aeropuerto también?
A ver, ven para acá. Cuenta.
No es que si nos paga 2.000 del aeropuerto no te sellan. Pues.
¿En dónde? ¿En dónde?
Yo vino, Ciudad de México y Cancún. Si nos paga $2.000, pues no hay sello, te devuelven.
¿Y quién es el que les pide los $2.000? Emigración. Ver, migración. Una total corrupción en emigración. ¿Y la Comar?
No, inmigración en México, en el aeropuerto. Cuando tú llegas, pues, de una vez venezolano,
¿Pasaste por el Darién tú también? ¿Qué, tu experiencia sobre el Darién?
Muerte, violaciones, secuestros, robos.
Es una realidad el tráfico de niños, el abuso infantil, es una realidad en el Darién.
El abuso de todo, de hombres, de mujeres y de niños.
De todo. ¿Cuántos países has transcurrido para llegar aquí? 11 países. Increíble. ¿Cómo le has hecho?
Un amigo, o sea, gobierno de Venezuela.
Ahorré
Y también con la fe.
con la fe. Una vida por fe.
Bueno, gracias. Gracias.
¿Qué grupo de beta?
Gracias. ¿Dónde? Oscar el Blue. Oscar el Blue en YouTube. Ahorita estoy en vivo. El Blue, color azul. El Blue. ¿Qué dice? ¿Cómo estás? ¿De dónde vienes? ¿De dónde? Ah.
Yo no soy migrante.
¿Cómo estás? No, yo sé. No, somos iguales, ¿no?
I don't know if you want to go over here, but there's a woman that border agents are helping give water to and
okay.
stuff. A gentleman just came over and was like, "Come look."
Okay.
And so they're assisting. I didn't know if you wanted
yeah.
to see that. So they're over here.
Okay. Go ahead. Sí. ¿Una pantera o qué?
No, en serio, lo que te digo es en serio.
Pues ven, que venga, pues que hable conmigo.
No quiere porque...
¿No quieres? Ven. Diga, tú vienes de Venezuela también. Oscar el Blue en YouTube.
Pasamos de Colombia nos robaron, había homosexuales, vimos como 20 muertos.
20 muertos en el Darién. Increíble.
20 muertos cuando nosotros pasamos hace ya 2 meses. Nosotros tenemos 2 meses y 10 días caminando. Pero ahorita con los compañeros que hemos conseguido, nos han dicho que ya no se puede ni caminar porque la pudrición que hay en el...
¿Qué le mandas decir? Hay un grupo en Estados Unidos, es un grupo que está empujando el comunismo en los Estados Unidos. ¿Qué les mandas decir a esa gente? Ustedes van huyendo de eso, huyen de eso, porque es una realidad lo que está haciendo Nicolás Maduro con Venezuela y lo que hizo. ¿Y qué dicen de esa gente en Estados Unidos que quiere eso?
El comunismo del siglo XXI, como lo denominan ellos, ¿no? Allá en Venezuela, el comunismo, para que sepan cómo es, el comunismo en Venezuela son $2 mensual, profesional o no profesional. Una bolsa de comida donde tienen harina, un arroz, un frijol. Ese es el comunismo en Venezuela.
Acostumbran a la juventud a vivir de esa manera para que no sobresalgan y no sean competentes a nivel país.
Están haciendo que los jóvenes venezolanos no tengan futuro y que vivan dentro de la miseria. Que se acostumbren a vivir de lo que le da el gobierno, que se acostumbren a vivir de lo que consiguen en la calle, gente comiendo en la calle, gente comiendo la basura. Eso es lo que se vive en Venezuela. Yo vengo de Venezuela, hay otras personas que vienen de otro país. Yo vengo de Venezuela, yo salí de Venezuela y estoy hasta acá. Tengo 2 meses y 10 días caminando. Y en Venezuela no hay libertad de expresión. En Venezuela esto que yo estoy diciendo no llega. En Venezuela no hay libertad para hacer nada. No hay trabajo, los niños no están estudiando. Ya empezaron las clases oficiales y en Venezuela ya el dictador ya dijo que no iba a dar clases oficiales hasta el año que viene.
Increíble.
O sea, a los niños venezolanos no tienen futuro. La mayoría de los que estamos aquí los estamos así. Yo lo estoy haciendo por mis hijos.
¿Por tus hijos?
Sí, por mis hijos. O sea, ya lo que nos tocó vivir, ya nos tocó vivir.
Es increíble lo que pasaron en el Darién. ¿Alguien más que quiera hablar? ¿De dónde viene su amigo? Venezuela. Pasaste también por el Darién. Tu experiencia por el Darién.
Una experiencia que prácticamente de pesadilla. O sea, yo en el camino donde yo venía, 14 muertos, los que estaban en el camino. 14
muertos viste en el camino.
Los que estaban en el camino más.
Es una realidad que las mamás ven a sus hijos morir y los dejan ahí, tienen que emigrar, ¿no?
Hermanos, dos hermanos cubanos murieron nosotros. Uno murió de una bajada de azúcar, lo enterró. Más adelante la depresión agarró y se tiró por nosotros mismos cuando se tiró un besito. Nos asustamos.
La señora que se le fue la familia, que se quedó viva a él, se fueron los hijos.
Nosotros conseguimos una señora en una carpa con la niña aquí, se le murió la niña y vámonos, una bebé. Y ella, la haitiana dijo, no, yo no voy a morir con
Después de eso, ustedes ya, o sea, no les importa arriesgar ya. Después de pasar por eso, ya, ¿qué más hay?
Y México yo veo más complicado México. Porque el Darién, tú por más que camines, algún día vas a llegar y no te va a detener. Hay más peligro allá. Pero aquí el gobierno nos priva de nuestra libertad, violan nuestros derechos como migrantes, porque nosotros no somos de este país, pero tenemos derechos. ¿Y qué es lo que está haciendo el gobierno aquí? Fomentando la delincuencia en todos los aspectos. Eso es lo que hace.
Los están en...
personas en su desesperación buscan agarrar otros medios.
No tiene con qué, ¿qué vas a buscar? Yo voy a buscar pan, como sea. ¿Entiendes?
Los están encapsulando en una ciudad que es una prisión para migrantes, ya están...
Como inmigrantes tienen el derecho de caminar libremente, porque nosotros, el inmigrante, no está robando, no está haciendo nada. Uno lo que quiere es llegar a su destino.
Es algo lógico que están violando una norma migratoria.
Estamos equivocados, mira la cantidad de gente. Nicaragua, Honduras, Cuba, aquí estamos todos, El Salvador.
Todos los países viven bajo una dictadura, todos esos países vivimos una...
Y los que no vienen por una dictadura van camino a dictadura. La dictadura no... La dictadura...
¿Cuántas personas le calculas que mueren en el Darién?
A diario. O sea, un muerto, son 5 muertos por día, 10 muertos por día. O sea, nosotros pasamos hace 2 meses y 10 días y vimos 20. No me imagino cuántos.
Delante de mí yo vi como el río.
Incluso unos africanos pelearon con los...
En el grupo donde yo venía, a las mujeres las violaron 4 veces.
Y muertos.
Los indios. Delante,
Pero es que en mi grupo violaron a un hombre.
es una realidad.
Una niña cubana de 17 años la violaron entre 14 indígenas, entre colombianos e indígenas panameños. ¿Qué hizo la niña? La depresión la hizo que se lanzara en un abismo. Las montañas son 14, 20 metros de altura. Nosotros pasamos por lo que se llama la loma de la muerte, arrindados por mecates, árboles. Y ahí se mata a diario. Los haitianos por su desesperación de llegar, los africanos por su desesperación de llegar. no le temen perder la vida en esa situación que hay para salir del país.
O te mueres o te matan. Entonces,
Mueres o te matan.
Bueno, pues muchas gracias. Muchas gracias, les doy gracias por el tiempo. Gracias, gracias. Let me go and translate for every single one of you. This is unbelievable statement. You're gonna be shocked of what they just said. Let me just translate right here. This is unbelievable, man. This is incredible what they just said. These are all migrants from Venezuela. All of them, they have gone through El Darién. There's 3 interviews that I did. 3 and other people that they were jumping in. I asked them about the Darien Gap that is in Panama. One said, I saw 20 people dead as I was walking. The other one said, I saw 14 people dead as I was walking. One of them said, they're raping women, they're raping children, they're raping men. That nobody has talked about that they are raping men. There's a man right here that he suffered from rape, and he doesn't want to show his face on the camera, but he told me, and their friends are telling me, he just suffered from rape. They just raped him. Unbelievable. They saw people dying, committing suicide in the Darien Gap because of the cartel and the Indians of that particular area. They're taking advantage of the migrants. They're taking advantage of the migrants. They saw children being raped, children dead in the Darien Gap. This interview, it is gold to show the world what the cartel and what these people go through with an incentivization of Joe Biden. When is Joe Biden and all these governors and dictators going to be held accountable for all these crimes against humanity? This is unbelievable statements. When you see a man saying that he saw a little girl, 17 years old, he's telling me, a 17-year-old Cuban little girl got raped by more than 10 people. More than 10 people raped this little girl. Unbelievable. The statements and the truck driver saying hello. The statements from the migrants on the Darien Gap are unbelievable. To my manager, hope that we can clip this part with the Venezuelan migrants. It is just unbelievable, the statements. Look, and they're still enjoying and they're happy. They're trying to stay happy. I said to them, after this, do you feel fear? Are you afraid after what you have seen? Said no. And one of them told me an experience. He said, there were 2 Haitian brothers. One of them, he saw his brother died on his way, and he could not help himself with the depression that he was feeling at the moment. And after that, he committed suicide, and we saw him hanging from a tree. This is an aggravated abuse of humanity. This has to stop. The globalist organizations and the ones that they're profiting out of this, they need to stop. They need to stop. There's a stupid comment right here. You're spreading hate against refugees. Get the hell out of my life. Get the hell out of my life. You're not here and you're not broadcasting this. Get the hell out. Because you don't want to say the truth, they consider that hate. because you don't want to say what is really happening. You consider that hate. So you want to pander. You want to pander to oh my God. Say the truth of what is happening to these people and what is happening to them in El Darién. Mande, dígame. Sí. Say the truth about what is happening to them in El Darién. They're taking advantage of them. They're raping their children. They're raping their kids. There's abuse towards women. There's people dying in the Darien Gap. Why are you not saying the reality of what these people go through? Where are all these globalist leaders and elites? Basically, not only that, but also, where are all these elites and leaders taking the responsibility of this? All these people, these kind of stupid comments, their stupidity is just blindless. Venezuela, pónganse ahí. Va a la cuenta de 2, 1, 2, 3. Eso, está.
Si avanzan, no nos hacemos responsables de los que avancen.
Salieron bonitos.
Tenemos que ir en el mismo paso todos, por favor.
Luis, muy buenos días. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo te sientes el día de hoy?
Muy bien, gracias a Dios, muy animado. Sabemos que Dios está con nosotros. Vamos a seguir adelante como buenos.
Hay una especulación, y tú ya la sabes, que están enfrente. ¿Tu opinión?
Sí, pues vamos a tratar de pacíficamente avanzar. La Iglesia Católica nos ha prometido desayunos a todos. El Padre Cirilo que está ahí tiene órdenes del obispo de darnos de comer. A eso vamos, nosotros vamos pacíficamente. Sé que hay una expectativa de que pueden reprimirnos. Estamos confiados. Hay mucho más gente que...
Solamente se les está pidiendo el paso. No se les está, no se está pidiendo nada más, no se les está pidiendo ni dinero al gobierno, ni nada, absolutamente, solamente pasar.
Así es. Nosotros lo que queremos es caminar, hacernos notar, hacerle decir a la autoridad que aquí estamos, hemos estado por 6, 8 meses parados en Tajachula sin respuesta, que por eso estamos caminando.
Muy bien, Luis, eso a lo mejor, ahorita nos vemos, ok, anda. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? ¿Cómo estás? Okay. How are you doing today? Yeah. What is your expectations today?
Go across, they say that they have another barrier like the one that they have yesterday. We want to go across, hopefully in peace, like kind of like, not in peace, but you know, like we did yesterday that we went through. Because they didn't have the order yesterday to actually go and violate, you know, like what they do, right? But hopefully they won't do it today.
I see you carrying a cross, and you've been carrying the cross since you came out. You have your faith totally in God that this is going to turn out as you're going to achieve the goal to achieve to the United States?
Amen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's why I want to go. That's what I'm made for, to go to the United States of America. That's why I learned the language. That's why I believe that I can be useful. I'm not going to go over there to do anything wrong.
What do you do for a living? You do many things, but what do you do for a living?
I'm a salesperson. I'm good at customer service. I know computer skills. You name it, I'm kind of like a handyman.
You do basically everything.
Yeah,
Multitask guy. So you came alone.
By myself.
You came alone. Yes. So how was last night?
It was good. It was good. Kind of find a group. We kind of get along with some guys in here, and we've been helping each other because we didn't have any money or nothing. I just came with nothing, and hopefully I'll be able to achieve my goal.
Now let me just ask you something. Joe Biden said that you can come, and then later on he said no. What is your answer to that?
If Mr. Joe Biden will say, if he will allow me to actually go to the United States, I don't know, if they will say no, and I will get deported back.
No, I'm just saying the statements that he released. Those are statements that he released, just for you to know.
Okay.
Kamala Harris went to Guatemala and said, do not come. And then Joe Biden said, do not come also. So what is your thoughts on this?
He said, do not come.
Yes, he said that. You didn't know that?
Oh, no, I didn't know.
Wow. So that is what has been happening for quite some time. But if you have a legitimate asylum case, they will listen to you. But ultimately, if you don't, he's returning a lot of people. What is your opinion on that?
Well, there's some people in the that they went into the United States and they did wrong. They violate the laws and did a lot of bad stuff. That like I feel like this is what all the people have been doing wrongly on the ground of the United States is actually what is probably I probably take it to that decision. I would say it's fair, it's okay if you have violated the law. I mean, if you have a felony or something like that, I don't know. I mean, yeah, why would it be you? Why would you? Like, I believe, like, even though I'm not white and pure as an American, my heart is American, and so I feel like if you have done something wrong, then you have to pay for it.
Okay,
Because
well,
I believe so. It's good.
I wish you the best, okay? Yes. All right. You still alive?
No.
No, okay.
I lost some service, so I jumped from mine for a second. Just got some video.
All right. So.
I got you some video though.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Avance, compañeros, ahí está migración adelante.
Irineo, un momento nomás, pequeño. ¿Cómo te sientes el día de hoy, Irineo?
Bien, muy bien, todo bien.
Positivo.
Positivo, sí, pero ya estamos, ¿no?
Sí, ya se escucha ya sabes que se escucha, que enfrente están. ¿Cuál es tu postura acerca de eso?
Pues es su trabajo, así es de que pues no hay problema.
Lo único que se está pidiendo es pasar, no se está pidiendo nada más. No se está...
la Ciudad de México, como le he dicho, yo si quieren dejarnos pasar, si no, pues, o sea, no hay nada de problema, lo que necesita es que les den la documentación, si se las dieran aquí, pues aquí que se quedaran, ¿verdad? Pero no se las quieren dar, entonces...
No existe otra solución. Muy bien, gracias, Irineo. Gracias, te dejo.
Hey, Mojica, do you know is the church?
So there you have it. That's Irineo Mujica, the leader. I asked him, how do you woke up this morning? How are things going this morning? He said, it's going good. We're feeling good. I said, you already know that there's an operation in front. They're waiting for you. What is your opinion on that? He said, well, we know, but the only thing that we want is to just pass. The only thing that we want is just to go through.
I'm going to listen to what you're saying because I've been missing
Yeah.
your feed. So
Yeah, just don't worry about it. So the only thing that he wants is to basically to let them through. Also, we talked to Luis Villagran. Luis Villagran, as you saw him right there, he also said that more people, they are awaiting along the road to join the caravan. So this potentially is going to end up into a 6,000 caravan as more people are joining in as the caravan is walking. Also, Luis Villagran said, we know that they are waiting for us. We know that they're waiting to oppress us, the authority, but we are more than them. So we are going to go through. The power of the freedom and the power of the necessity is much higher. It is much stronger than any authority. So basically, we know that this is going to grow more people, for everybody to understand. Now, the interview that we did with the migrants from Venezuela, it is just unbelievable what they go through in El Darién. It is just horrible. Horrible what they go through in El Darién. And this has to stop. And we have been explaining that the Darien Gap is one of the most dangerous, it is, if it's not close to the one that is in the Mediterranean Sea, when they migrate, people from Libya, people from Syria, that they migrate to the coast of Italy. That is another place that is that's the number one place as dangerous for migrants to travel. The Darien Gap is another one. And when you're hearing this migrant tell you, I saw 20 people dead along the way. I saw 14 people dead along the way. I saw a little girl, 17-year-old, be raped by 10 men. I saw a Haitian man hanging on a tree, committed suicide. When you see all of this stuff, and when you hear all of this kind of things, it makes you understand that where is the globalist organization stopping this from committing, and where are the authorities? Where are the government of Panama? Where's the government of Colombia? Where's the government of Venezuela doing something to control this massive murders that are occurring in the Darien Gap? It's just unbelievable. Let me take a picture right here. So this is something that is aggravating in a way, but let's see the expectation of the migrant population as they're walking, and we're going to continue to walk. We're going to continue to drive right now to move forward as the caravan is moving. I will continue with the live feed in the car, in the automobile. So let's continue with this. Let's go, Ellie. I'm live, all right? So you're okay with that?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to get in the car and drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, humidity is gonna get much higher along when we are moving, so it's gonna get much hotter.
Who were you talking to? I know you're live, but who were you? Will you talk to me about the Daring Apple?
Oh,
Or,
that was an interview. My God.
But they didn't speak English. I'm assuming.
Well, I can translate to you if
Okay.
you want.
Yeah, maybe
We
you
can
can
catch them on the next stop.
Okay.
The interview is really shocking. They saw more than what the hell?
Now maybe we're in business.
They saw more than 14 bodies along the way dead.
Wow.
They saw more than 20 people also dead.
Wow.
They saw a little girl being
Wow.
raped
Oh no.
with more than 10 people raped that little girl. They saw how a Haitian migrant basically committed suicide because his brother died along the way. They saw a lot of child rape, a lot of trafficking, but one case that is really particular that I had never heard before. They say, and there was one man, yeah, one man is right there in that group, that he said this man was raped. So there's a guy, there's also
a guy
rape,
in the group that
rape.
was raped.
There's also rape towards men.
Yeah. I
So-
assume that would happen.
And he was standing right there. He said, I don't want to talk. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to talk. But
Wow.
mande. Okay. Black or is back? Back? Ok, vámonos pues. Alright. Si se vuelve a poner, pues ya me dices y ya lo termino el live feed. No, call me and it's okay. Alright? Ándale pues, bye. So that was the interview. Is really strong. It's really strong, like statements, like really strong statements. It's like shocking statements. What they go through is just horrible.
Yeah. Okay, so I just got dragging that kid. He's got disabilities.
She can't move anymore.
I think the child has some. It looks like he's got almost like cerebral palsy,
yeah.
like a disability.
Oh yeah, look.
Can't walk.
Oh my God.
As well. There's women in wheelchairs that I've seen out here. So I just, while you're live, I just reached
okay?
out.
Or you
Yeah, it's
want
okay. So I reached out to my sheriff friend in the States to inquire about this post that Anthony was talking about as well. He said he looked into it. It is all fake news, no truth, exaggerated. So we have confirmed through law enforcement individuals
Oh my God,
that
man.
none of that is happening in the U.S., that we do not have, what is this, 380,000 illegals coming into the Texas border. The sheriff in one of the hardest hit areas just confirmed that it's all exaggerated, no truth to it at all, just so everybody's aware.
Wow.
Yeah.
So just great. That's what Allie does. So thank Allie for that. That's just my partner, Real Anthony Agüero, last night he posted something that is fake news, and it's over exaggerated. They're saying that 80,000.
380,000.
Yeah, 380,000, but they were saying 80,000 Haitians.
Mm-hmm.
They were armed and they were going to go in and invade and something like that. It was a complete lie.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's been confirmed by law enforcement that Ali has a connection over there with his friend in law enforcement. And everybody knows now that it was just fake news. So just to everybody to understand how fake news is spreading all over the place. The first one is the 60,000 speculation that this is a caravan of 60,000. Imagine 60,000 right here, Allie.
Can you imagine? I mean, this is 5,000. I'm overwhelmed. I can't even imagine 60,000. What would that even look like?
Oh my God. But they're saying that this one is 60,000.
Yeah,
It is not 60,000.
We're
It is
here, it's
5,000.
not.
And also the speculation on what it was said on the 380,000. That is also fake. As you guys know right now, that practically law enforcement just confirmed that is fake news. So we are driving right here, people.
So we're thinking this might grow to 6,000, right?
It's what Luis Villagran just told me, that it's growing, and that along the way, a lot of people are joining. Little, bunches here, 10, 5 people. So they already know that the Border Patrol is waiting for them. So I don't know what there's going on right here, why they're not letting us pass, or why they're not letting us through.
So what I asked Música there at the end is if the churches were going to
Help them.
help them. Okay, so what Victor told me was that they got word that the prime minister of the Catholic churches in Mexico, that the Catholic charities or the Catholic churches in Mexico all along the way were going to be providing them meals. So they said the next stop is a Catholic church that allegedly has 4,000 plus plates of food.
Wow.
Because I asked them how they're eating, and he had joined up with a group of people that some of them had some money and they were kind of sharing provisions because a lot of them don't have anything. So if they have some money and they have those carts on the side or whatever, they might be able to get some food and water and stuff like that. But he said that for the most part, they are going to get help from the Catholic Church. But I asked Música that, and he said he don't know. He said he doesn't know if that's happening. We'll see when we get there. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if there's truth to that, if the Catholic churches are in fact feeding them all.
Yeah.
But I mean, that wouldn't be outside of the norm for Catholic churches, to step in and help.
Well,
right?
it's
We've seen a
always,
lot of them.
the guy from Chile that he told us, the Jesuit, that's how you say it, Jesuit, migrant organization is the one that is giving them food. So for people that they're not, you guys don't know what we're going through right now. We are in the middle of this 5,000 caravan, and they're opening the road.
We are driving through this.
And they're yelling through the people to move to the side. So you guys don't know what we're going through right now. We're in the middle of the caravan, and we're opening the road and people are helping us as cars.
Oh my gosh, look at behind us.
Yes, as cars are. It's
They are
unbelievable
literally
how
helping
we.
us get through
They're
here.
literally.
This is wild. They're guiding us.
Yeah, this is what the migrants want. They want. They want the press. They want exposure.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter if you're right wing, left wing. What they want is exposure. So particularly, they don't care. What they want is just the press to be here.
They're thanking us.
Yes.
Like it's really interesting. And there are a lot of them are open to talking and sharing as you've been showing people. Yeah. Oh, look at the little kids. Yep. So you can hear, if you guys can hear, they're shouting. And they're not shouting at us. They're shouting to help us get through. This is really interesting. Wow.
It has happened in the last trip. It happened also. This is the way that you go through the caravan, as they know that they don't. They cannot block the road, the whole road. So practically.
Gracias. Okay, so yesterday what was interesting is they were all staying in one lane and there was traffic passing pretty freely, but that's not the case today. Wow. That was a wild experience, man.
Let me see where Juan is at, because I need to help him out. I was going to take him. But let me see where Juan is at.
Okay.
A lot of people are asking who's feeding them. The United Nations is here. Multiple times I have said this, and it's a lot of people that they're coming into the live feed, and I understand you're new, and I understand all this kind of stuff. But people just to understand, the United Nations is the one that is feeding them. Also providing, and also nonprofit organizations, they're helping to feed them. I'm gonna step outside for a little bit. If you want to be over here, that's
Yeah,
okay.
I'll stay here.
Okay. Turn the air conditioning on for you. And
What are you doing outside?
I'm just gonna stand.
live it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Continue with this live feed. As you guys see, they're all the way back there. And just they're moving at a really fast pace over here. The tripod. And you got an ambulance in the front. And you see the massive caravan over there. 5,000 people. And everybody knows that there's going to be a confrontation. So we're going to move forward again.
Yeah, we gotta. They're hoofing it today,
Yeah, they're moving.
but they're taking a lot more breaks.
Well, this last one that they took was pretty big.
Yeah, that was a long
It's
one.
like 30 minutes. But thank you so much for people that are joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News, correspondent for Real America's Voice News. We're live right here in Tapachula. Let me flip the camera for you guys to see me. There you go. On my side, there's Miss Allie right here.
Good morning.
And we are at possibly getting close to Huehuetan, where the operation of the border patrol, it is being, it's waiting for the caravan. And we're driving slowly. As you guys saw, there's around 5,000 that they are walking, and possibly more now. And there's a lot of children, a lot of women.
Can I ask you, you've
Yes.
been a part of several caravans. Has it been this many kids in the past? Because there are
This
a
is the first
lot
one.
of
No,
kids.
this is the first one that I see that this like this.
I mean, it's as many kids as adults, it feels like.
Yeah, but this is the first one that I have seen that has this many kids.
Okay.
And it's sad to see it. Last time they were carrying kids, but some of them they were using it as shield to break to the barrier of the National Guard.
Oh, no.
But today it's like there's families, and it's a lot of children.
A lot.
A lot of children.
Infants.
Infants,
Ugh.
yes. Toddlers we saw also. Like, it's really, oh my God.
Did you see the toddler walking with no shoes and the diaper today?
No. You got it? There you go.
I got it
Allie.
for you, babe. I got it for you, babe.
There you go.
Yeah, it was pretty, and I don't,
Intense.
you know me, I'm not going to put opinions with things. I'm going to do my very best to just stay back and just show, and people get mad at me because I have compassion for people, you know, and I won't judge, but I saw this and I said, that's not okay. And someone said, who are you to judge? And I said, I'm going to judge an adult dragging a toddler in a diaper with no shoes on when they're fully clothed. I am going to judge an adult dragging a toddler like that with no clothing, no shoes,
Oh my God.
and just a diaper when the person dragging them along is fully clothed. I'm going to say that's not okay.
It's
So,
not okay.
it's not okay.
It's not okay.
It's hot. These are extreme temperatures. The last thing you know, give them shoes, something.
Yes, and you see the World Health, the United Nations right there. If you're right there watching how this abuse is happening, you know why you're not providing shoes, or why you're not telling them, hey, hop in the car, let me just help you, or I don't know what the whole point is to make a child suffer like that. It's just too much. But for everybody that is on this live feed, we are going on 81 minutes into the live feed. We have seen so much in so many good interviews for people to understand the magnitude of what we are, you know, what we are presence of. So we are going to continue with this, see where this goes. The caravan is behind us, and we're going at the pace of the caravan into where the border patrol and the border agents and the National Guard is waiting to stop, in a way, the caravan. I don't believe that they're going to try to stop it. I think that they're going to try to decrease the amount.
Luca didn't seem too concerned when I asked him how they felt knowing that there was a unit waiting.
Or he's cold-blooded like that.
Okay.
You know, I believe that he's both the two. You know, he was not
Okay.
that concerned, but he's really that.
Hardcore.
Like, yeah.
And
He's,
so, but then I asked him, like, no violence, so, and he said that's still the goal. So,
yeah, that's all.
always gonna be, right?
Yeah, always
Until it's
gonna
not
be.
anymore.
So we are, you know, driving slowly at the right, at the right-hand side at the right side of the road, and the whole point is to give you guys the footage of all of it. Really, it's just unbelievable everything that we're getting. So to be part of it, for another again, to be part of it again, it's quite unbelievable, really. But for everybody that is just joining in, thank you so much for your help. Buy Me a Coffee is on the top link. You guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and broadcasting. Thank you so much. And
Hey,
God bless
maybe
you.
you have this answer. Maybe your people have this answer. who's funding the leaders like Música and Luis Villagrán? Who pays them, or what's
well,
that?
there has been a long investigation on them. They receive a lot of contributions towards other nonprofit organizations, a lot of them from the United States of America. Speculation.
And Música is American as well. He's dual citizen, so
Yeah.
he's playing both sides.
Yeah. And a lot of it had, there's, sadly, we cannot say, here's the page,
Right.
here's the picture, here's the
We were
document.
talking about that yesterday. It's frustrating because we have not been able to.
But we know that it's directed to the United Nations. Ultimately, that is the
Funneled through, you mean?
funneled through
Okay.
the United Nations through Soros. But there's no actual credible, like right here it is, take it, evidence.
So what is the evidence that you're going off of with just that commentary alone? What do you know? What
Out
have
of
you
all
seen?
the experience that we have in the 4 years, out of how the United Nations has aided and abetted a lot of the camps, out of how the United Nations has been present in all of the camps, and they are the ones that they are organizing out of how, the globalist compact, that tells me that there are, in a way of habilitating this to continue, in a way that the United Nations is connected to a lot of nonprofit organizations that have already been confirmed by, like, the investigative analyst that I told you from Chile, that he already he's 27 years of experience, so he has confirmed that. Out of how the United Nations, it is also providing hospitals in different countries. In Mexico, they are in Tijuana. They have a hospital that is ultimately for just migrants.
Okay.
So it tells you that the United Nations is the one that is controlling the majority
supporting
of
it.
supporting it.
Okay.
Yeah, supporting. That's the word. So that is, particularly where a lot of us, we take the direction towards, but there's no actual
Definitive proof.
yes,
Black and white.
yes,
Here's where the money. Follow the
yes,
money.
that's exactly.
And people say that a lot to me. Follow the money. And I'm like,
It's really,
and we talked about this yesterday. I won't even go down that path because I haven't seen a document.
Yeah.
That's speculation still at this juncture. You've been doing a lot more work, so you have more connections that have allowed you to see that picture. I haven't. So it's really frustrating because we do want to know. This is a huge operation. This is not, 20 people walking through the woods. There's 5,000 plus people.
Yeah.
And they've got checkpoints and they've got, food, and they've got churches helping. This is not something that was orchestrated overnight. This has been planned, right? They had QR codes to register for this. So yeah, we do want to know, and we should have a right to know. And the reason why we don't have a right to know is because it's funneled through nonprofits, and that money doesn't appear in black and white.
Exactly.
It doesn't appear as, hey, we funneled this money into the UN as funding for immigration, for illegal migration. We have not seen that. So we see people funnel money in just saying, oh, we're supporting the UN, but we know what their motives are. But that's why we can't trace the money. That's why we can't definitively trace the money, is because they're going through backdoor channels.
it's
so that
clearly
we
orchestrated
don't
and it's
know.
really organized.
Right, it's
That's
extremely organized.
It's extremely organized. It's really, it has changed, and it changed, and it has locks where the population and also the press cannot go through, and they cannot find the legitimate proof of, like, this is like, this
And
is
like
where,
we have right to know requests and FOIA requests and stuff in the States, but that won't do anything for a nonprofit
yes,
because it's not public.
exactly.
That doesn't, some of them, some nonprofits, though, their stuff is public, but I don't know the United Nations. I don't think that their funding, that their what they get is accessible to us.
Yes.
I mean, as far as the breakdown. But I'm not fully sure. Have you seen anybody hurt or anything like that? I know we saw that one woman that was kind of exhausted.
Not the only one that I saw that got hurt was the National Guard official, but it was just
and then that one guy got hurt from
yeah.
pushing the National Guard.
Yeah. But that was it. Other than that, I haven't seen nobody get hurt. And there was a kid also that supposedly they dropped a rock on his, or they hit him, the National Guard hit them with a shield. So you know, it's really, it's a lot of, you know, I don't like to. This is why the left accuses people like me, because we start saying something and all of it they take it as conspiracy theory. They say that I'm a right-wing extremist. That they have called me a white supremacist also, by the way, Ali. And all this kind of stuff. But it's just you know, it's just we're trying to show factual video. That's the only thing that we want to show. You know, and a few moments ago there was a comment, Ali, that it's just these kind of comments is just really stupid. It was a comment saying you are promoting hatred against refugees. And how? I'm asking you a question. How? Have I done that?
No.
This? Like,
I think you're showing. Well, I haven't been there to listen to every word out of your mouth, but I will say, as a person who knows you and has been working by your side, I feel like you have been fair about what's going on. And if you have your boots on the ground here, I don't care what side, left or right, you're on. This deserves exposure in whatever capacity, and hopefully in the most fair and balanced way. But there are multiple layers of this, and that's what's really hard too, is if you jump into one post or one feed or one part of the live stream where we are talking about illegal activity or the cartel or what they've gone through or what they've done to law enforcement, you're gonna see that side and think that. What I always tell people is I'd really encourage you to go back through some of my other posts, go back through, scrub through this live feed and see that you're joining into one part, right? There are so many layers to this that it's impossible to have one conversation and to understand it all. You're gonna have conversations where you are focusing more on the compassionate side of migrants, where you are focusing more on what the law enforcement are going through. And those people, unfortunately, are gonna jump into that part of the conversation.
There's always two sides of the story.
Well, there's 100 sides to this one, my friend. There's not just two. It's hard because this isn't black and white. This isn't a one size fits all. This isn't a blanket immigration fix. People have different needs, different, you know, single adult males, like that's the criteria. Well, how do we know that that single adult male isn't meeting up with his dying mom in New Jersey? Who knows, right? Like, circumstances differ person to person, and we have gotten such a backlog of people in our immigration system that we've just kind of thrown everything out the window, and everybody's going through the same problems. And you know, we've got people that are trying to do it legally that are backlogged and have been waiting years to just live in the U.S. with their spouse. There's so many layers to this problem. But a lot of people want to be mad at the migrants, and I get that for sure. But I have been saying too, I think that the miss here is we've been getting a lot of half-truths. They've been sold a bag of goods. They don't really know what they're going into. A lot of them don't even know what the cartel is on the Mexico, like that they're going to encounter them. They know who a cartel is, but they don't know that they're going to have to pay them.
Like the migrant right now that I was talking to, that you have talked to first, that he knows how to speak really fluent English.
Yes.
He did not know that Joe Biden had said, do not come.
He also didn't know that he was going to have to pay the cartel. That's what I'm saying, is they almost like make it seem, it's similar to in Brooks County, where these people are smuggled in and then they're kicked out right before the checkpoint. They say, Houston's up there about, it's a 5-hour walk. But that's by car. Right, so these people die out in these fields because it's 100 degrees. They're walking through ranch lands for miles and miles and miles and get lost. Whenever they die, in the heat. Well, that's that half truth, right? It's that. Hey, it's just right up there. It's easy. It's like these guys. Hey, you guys just go through. It's fine. It's easy. You're not going to have any major problems. You might encounter some border patrol, but they're going to let you pass. It's like, and like you were saying, it's a whole orchestrated thing. So they get these, it's false information in just a different capacity, but it's really, really interesting to see what they do and don't know. I was surprised to hear Victor say that he didn't know that Joe Biden said don't come too.
And that's just, imagine if that's just one person. That's just one person. So imagine 5,000.
And they're talking and they're like, no, they want us to come in. They want us to come.
That's that open border policy of of Joe Biden, you know, his open border idea. That's what has incentivized and created this. Nobody,
well, and
nobody
here's the
else.
other thing. If Joe Biden said don't come, and Kamala Harris said don't come, how many times did they say that? One apiece? You know, one time? And then how do you expect them? That's like expecting me to post a video and to have them all see it.
Yeah.
No, man.
And Alejandro
You gotta get
Mayorkas
out there,
also.
right? You got to get out there every day and push it out there and say like,
It's a
we're
problem.
closed, but they're like, kind of, hey, don't come. I just don't.
Yeah, just a little whisper.
But they don't hear it. So then mob mentality gets, and maybe one person did hear it, but then mob mentality gets together and they're excited and they got this and si se puede, and they're gonna, no, we get to go.
You know, that's
One whisper versus 5,000 loud voices. What do you think's gonna win out here? They're gonna go.
Yeah, but when it comes to the mandates, it's every day on the news, huh? When it comes to that at every minute, huh, Ellie?
That is true.
Every minute. As an American, what do you think about that?
Don't put me on blast.
Okay,
COVID.
okay. I'm sorry. No, yeah.
I don't touch COVID with a 10-foot pole, man, because you cannot. I'm never trying to win, right? But no matter what, if the truth does not align, you'll get canceled, man. I got too much business to take care of to get canceled. That's what's hard, right? Like in the States, you can't talk really about COVID.
I put it as mandates, not I don't drop the C word anymore.
Okay, I will say this. I don't think anybody should be forced to do anything against their will. In any country, in any place, in anything.
End quote.
That's what I would say.
And that's it. Leave it at that.
But it does suck, man, because like it doesn't, you know, all these people want me to do stories and want me to share stuff, and I'm like, there's certain ones that it all matters. It's all important.
Hold on. ¿Y el Juan no lo viste?
Hasta atrás viene.
Le dije que
¿O será si no se adelantó a la...
le dije que se viniera conmigo el cabrón.
¿Sí fue?
Oye. Este güey va a tomar toma. He's from mainstream media on TV Azteca.
Oh.
He's a good guy. Really good guy. Univision is also here, and you know, you guys know that I always call Univision fake news, but the guy literally came up me and he said, "Please, Blue, please today don't call me fake news."
No.
Yeah, today.
You got called out, but please stop.
Yeah. Today he said, I'm doing my best. I'm trying to show what is really happening.
No. I will say I was shocked. I don't see the guy out here today, but
He just have a story and that's it. And then so I can tell.
just like infant. My dad's got, you know, like a 2-year-old, and a woman's got. And that's okay. This is going to be awful. I'm not even going to say it because it's speculating. Never mind.
Change the camera for everybody that is watching. I'll change it to the front. We're waiting as we are driving slowly with the caravan, and somebody saying, "What are you doing?" I'm just sitting down right here in the car, just having a good time.
Yeah.
Just over here. Just wanted to take a
Chilling.
vacation. Yeah, I just wanted to take a vacation over here.
Yeah.
Just see the atmosphere in the jungle.
Yeah.
Somebody asked that.
And walk around.
Yeah, and walk around for miles and miles.
Just
and
experience
Yes,
this loveliness.
Experience
It's just
walking.
such a lovely thing out here.
Get some blisters, on my feet just for that, just for the fun of it.
For fun. You white supremacist.
I'm a white supremacist. Oh my God, you white supremacist, you.
You white supremacist.
So I am going to cut this live feed for people. We're going to rest a little bit, see where this is going to pick up. Let me just talk to this guy. This guy knows his stuff. He's a good journalist and he's a good friend. Let me just go talk to him. Okay. I'll be right back, Allie.
Okay. kidding.
To rest again at another place. So we're going to go and broadcast from there, cut the live feed, possibly get something to eat, breakfast. And after that, log in again and give you guys an update of what is happening. This guy right here is a recognized journalist over here for a really well-known newspaper. He just told me there's around 5,000. That is the amount. It's growing little by little. There's people coming out like from the jungle. They're saying that there are people coming up from the jungle and they're joining the caravan. So it's going to grow through 6,000. The operation that supposedly is in front of the city, it is a speculation. They don't know if it is true or not. So we will bring you guys live coverage later on today as soon as this continues. So thanks so much for joining in. Follow me at Facebook, Telegram, YouTube, and Twitter as Oscar Blue. Also Instagram is Oscar Blue Media. Follow Border Negro News, Real America's Voice News, Real Anthony Agüero, and also Ali Bradley, the Ali Bradley Show.
Ali Bradley TV.
Ali Bradley TV. Ali Bradley TV.
That's me.
So follow her at all platforms. Thank you so much. God bless. Like we always say, peace, love, and always your country first. God bless.